Hey, this is Bill Black with Northwest Funding Group. Today I wanted to go over a scenario of a $425,000 house. And in this situation, our client had some extra cash flow, about 85, not cash flow, but cash, about 85 grand she was planning on putting down. And she wanted to keep a house payment no more than $2,000 a month. So that was kind of getting pretty hard unless we found a place around the 350 mark. And everybody knows those houses have quite a bit of work, or it's just not ideal situation. Multiple 10, 12, 15 offers coming in, cash offers. So one of my scenarios that I recommended to do at this point, there's a house out here. This house is over in Felida on the west side of town. Everybody knows I really like the west side of town, a lot more safer than some of the other areas. And I was kind of raised around this area, so I love Felida. I love the west side. So this house here, as you can see, when we had this up here, the cool thing about this house is maybe not the carpets, but the cool thing about it is this area right here. This just says income producer all day long. You got some living space in here. You got a staircase that goes up to a potential kitchen, bathroom, and a whole separate living quarters, and it's got RV parking on the side of this place over here. So the RV parking is there. So huge income potential, has a garage as well. So this has a really great income potential if you were renting out rooms or something like that. There's the RV parking on the side. And so what I did was I said, okay, let's take a look at these numbers here, because what I'm thinking about is, here's if she put 10% down, payment of 6.875, even with our reduced mortgage insurance, it's just like pretty low, $30 a month or something. Her total payment is where did that payment go? The total payment is $3,010 a month. So and if we said, okay, hey, give us some closing costs, or let's do this price reduction down to about $8,000 here. That only drops the payment down to $2,956. So instead of doing a price reduction of about $8,000, what we're going to ask them to do is say, hey, give me a 2-1 buy down, and I'm going to utilize those funds to get a payment down. So you, on this one here, this is saying I'll still pay 425. I think it's going to appraise out there, but we're going to want 2% to pay down to get our buy down to get a 4.875 and a 5.875. That's giving her a payment the first year of 2521, right? So how do I get a payment of 2521? You would have to take that payment price all the way down to a $342,000. They're not going to do that. So the chances of getting that payment, even down to $2,500 with 10% down, is going to be staggering. So this is where the 2-1 buy down comes in valuable, very valuable. So how would that look? The very first year of the 2-1 buy down, she's looking at a payment of $2,042. In her case, she was going to put 85,000 down. I said, let's put less money down the walls of the home and utilize that extra equity to work for us on our behalf. So what that looks like is with a 90% loan, mortgage insurance is 4781. That's a discounted mortgage insurance we have to offer. Property taxes, homeowners insurance. She's got a total payment of 2,513 for the first 12 months she moves in. Actually, it's about 13 months that she moves into the place. So then her maximum payment, she says, I don't want to pay more than $2,000. So in this case, she's putting, I think, maximum 15% into her retirement. So her bring home is not a lot of money, but she's also investing pretty aggressively into the stock market, which is just as volatile, if not volatile, than real estate. So it's like, let's diversify and fill, instead of renting, let's fill every one of our pots with something, as far as or our baskets with something that is diversified. So okay, say you want to pay $2,000 for the first 3 years, then this is what it's going to look like. The difference is $513. So you put $30,000 into a savings account. Oh, by the way, IQ is, I think, paying 4.25% now, maybe 4.5% on their checking. So might want to look into that. So put 30,000 in that account. You got, at the first year, we're going to use up $6,160 out of your account over there. Plus, there's $513 that's going to be sitting in a different escrow account that you have funded back if you end up selling or refinancing within the timeline of the first 2 years. So she pays $2,000. We take $6,160 to offset out of the $30,000 she has saved in her account, making interest. She then, at the end of year one, she has $23,839. Year two, if we don't refinance, if rates are anything at 5.875 or better, we're going to refinance her to no cost refi. If not, we're going to go ahead and just say, okay, let's wait a little longer. So she still is paying $2,000. Now we're taking $765 out of this account. And in 1 year, we're taking $91.85 out of her account. Now we're leaving $14,654 in there at the end of year two. So she's still, now remember, we've into this 2 years. She's only paid $2,000 a month. Rents are probably $500 more to rent something like this. So that savings is there. Now going into year three, if we don't refinance, which I'm pretty sure we're going to refinance anything above 5% in the next couple of years, then we stick at 6.875. She has a $3,000 payment. She has $2,000 as her ideal dream payment. So she says, okay, I can offset that for year three. She's going to put $1,000 to the $2,000, and she has $12,000 that she consumed. She leaves about $2,600 at the end of the year. Now, change this around just a little bit, and maybe in year one, this 23,839, what we do is we come in here and we reinvest it into this right here. We put 10, 15 grand into this thing, turn it into an Airbnb, turn it into a $1,200, $1,500, $1,300 maybe rental for one person. And all of a sudden we get her down to this $2,000 payment for the rest of her life in this, because this is an income generating property. And no longer is she having to pay anything above $2,000. Boom. So that's some creative financing going out here, and that's how we handle high rates today. You guys have any questions? My contact information is right up here. Northwest Funding, BillCBlack.com. Excellent. Thank you.